Cress Creek Country Club played host to a matchup in DBC golf in which the Neuqua Valley Wildcats took on the Huskies of Naperville North. For Neuqua, this is the team's final regular season match, so they were poised going into this one. Naperville North will face Waubonsie Valley to wrap up regular season DBC play. Here's Wildcat Sarah Zheng with her first approach of the afternoon. She fires off a nice shot that lands on the front of the green. On the following shot, North's Eshani Ragam has a response to Zheng, and her ball brushes up against her opponents on the first hole. NV's Rebecca Wu was a little heavy on her first approach to the green, but she gets a nice chip up here to atone for the previous shot. Huskie Ashlyn Bhatia would finish with the best score on the hole. Wu finishes with the low score on the day with a round of 40. Erica Lee from North has to go to the sandbox early, but she had no trouble exiting and setting up her next shot. She finishes her day with a 49. On to the par 3 third hole. Here's Husky Sarah Zheng with her tee shot that sets her up for an eventual par after two-putting from about 15 feet away. Neuqua's Brooke Vandermeid also played well on the third hole with this tee shot. She goes on to make par as well. The greens at Cress Creek were very tough to read. Here, NV's Sophie Lagman is putting for birdie, but there is a lot of break, leaving a tap-in for par on the hole. At times, the greens were slow, other times, they played fast. This approach shot from Eshani Ragam demonstrates just how hard it is to get a ball to sit. After that shot, Ragam putting for birdie and gets it close enough to make an easy par putt. Her score of 44 is tied for the best on the team. The par 3 6th was an interesting one for the first group. Rebecca Wu hits the pin on this chip, but it bounces away, although Wu is not fazed as she hits the tricky putt to save par. Still at the 6th hole, Bhatia has a great read in this long putt for birdie. That leaves a simple par tap-in for the Husky. You can't tell yet, but there's a golfer in this frame. Sarah Zheng pulls off this difficult shot on the 9th to get out of the tough lie and set herself up for an eventual bogey. She goes on to finish with a 5-over round of 41. Bhatia finishes her day on the 9th hole with a great putt from long distance for par. The senior concludes her round at 44 strokes, tied with Ragam for the team best. Staying on the 9th, Sophie Lagman with a good approach shot to get close to the green. She ends her day with a 44. Finally, maybe the most exciting sequence of the afternoon, here's Brooke Vandermeid skipping the ball over the water like a skipping rock. She then converts her approach to the green to get close. She is absolutely pumped after saving par on this final hole. Vandermeid also finishes with 44 strokes. But the Wildcats overcome the Huskies 169 to 184 and end the season with a perfect 10-0 record in dual meets.
Yeah, I think the wind played a really big factor today. Like on a lot of holes, there was wind right at us, so I was losing a lot of distance. So clubbing up, definitely aiming towards the left or right whenever the wind was taking the ball towards the rough. But it was tough out there. I think I probably could have accounted for it a little bit better than I ended up.
Honestly, my drives were really on point today. Since the holes are shorter than I usually am used to, I was able to get in a good spot and have a good approach shot.
I plan on just, trying to build my mental confidence, my mental game tomorrow for tomorrow, since it's my last match ever for high school. But I just plan on, just getting a better mindset going into it and, just having fun and just enjoying my last match.
It definitely didn't feel like the end of the season. I know we still have conference and regional sectionals and states still, but I know we started this season a little earlier than the previous seasons we've done before, so it definitely just doesn't feel real.